Hi everyone, I'm Mark Eisenthal with you on this Sunday night. Are you preparing for the big blizzard? You know, we've had so many of these storms. A lot of people are freaking out. We've dealt with this before. We had a blizzard a couple of years ago. Of course, we had the major blizzard in February 1978. We'll all be okay. We'll deal with it. You just got to chill out and use common sense. That's the most important thing. We live in New England. We get snowstorms. We get blizzards. That's what we're known for. We're not a first-time caller, so the media just needs to chill out. It's not the end of the world. We'll deal with this. All right, a couple of things I want you to think about. As we get into the meat of this storm, which is tomorrow night and Tuesday, we're going to see heavy bands of snow. We call it banding. Where that sets up is going to be very important. We get into that. It's called nowcasting. So in the middle of that, we'll be talking about it. Also, the potential is there for thunder snow. The other thing I want to watch out for is there could be a dry slot coming into portions of southeastern New England close to the upper level low pressure area that forms around 700 millibars. That's 10,000 feet. That is also nowcasting. We're going to have to watch where that sets up. Now, for a while, there could be heavy, wet snow over portions of the Cape. And when you combine that with a lot of wind, the weight of that snow on trees and power lines could create a lot of power outages there, as well as elsewhere across New England. Arctic air is coming in right now. Top of Mount Washington, as of early this evening, is 9 below. Wind from the northwest, gusting to hurricane force. The wind chill is down to 50 below zero. Okay, let's get in to the traditional weather headline mode here. We do have a blizzard warning in effect for tomorrow, late tomorrow afternoon, straight on through 4 o'clock Wednesday morning. A marine storm warning is posted along the coast. Winds gusting to hurricane force. The worst of the storm will be tomorrow night through, I'd say, 10 o'clock Tuesday night. Then we'll just get periodic snow bands coming in from the ocean, which could last through Wednesday morning. And yes, we're in a stormy pattern. There is the potential for some more snow here Thursday and Friday. We'll deal with that later on. Let's get through this first. All right, let's get into the meat of the matter. I want to show you what's going on. This is the water vapor loop. We can pick out jet streaks and jet streams in here. And what you're seeing is that there's a bit of a sharp bit of atmospheric spin dropping into Missouri at the present time. This is really going to wait for some more atmospheric spin dropping into the northern plain states to dig into this and give this guy a shot of adrenaline. That's going to happen tomorrow late in the afternoon when this is on the mid-Atlantic coast. This storm's going to explode. The other thing, we have very warm water east and south of New England. So when you have this cold core of air moving over a warm Atlantic Ocean, it's going to cause tremendous deepening of this storm. Quick intensification means a lot of wind and a lot of snow in a short amount of time. Let's see where it's snowing as of early Sunday night, and you'll see a little swath of snow now coming in from Ohio to western Pennsylvania. This will be expanding up into southern New England probably by noontime tomorrow. So afternoon drive, the roads are going to be quite slick. Of course, there's rain and there's thunderstorms developing off to the south of this mess. But this is in the burgeoning stage, folks. This area is really going to blossom here by late tomorrow and tomorrow night. So let's go through the maps for you. We'll start with 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We're looking at low pressure beginning to intensify to the east of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. Cold high pressure draining the cold air down from eastern Canada. That's going to help set the stage. Now, by let's say, if I can read my own handwriting here, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Where are my old man glasses when I need them? We're going to have an intensifying storm east of the Virginia Capes. Low pressure rapidly intensifying. Cold high pressure in eastern Canada. Between a big high here and a storm here, there's about a 48 millibar difference in pressure. That means the winds are really going to start to crank up here tomorrow night. Now, by the time we get to 8 o'clock Tuesday morning, there's going to be one heck of a gale center located south of New England and slowing down. Why is it slowing down? Because in the upper levels of the atmosphere, a big trough of low pressure is going to close off, capture the storm, and slow it down. That means we get hours of heavy snow, blizzard conditions Tuesday into a good portion of Tuesday night. As a matter of fact, as we jump ahead to the weather map 1 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, you see the low has moved very little. We are just getting slammed. And finally, by the time we get to 4 o'clock Wednesday morning, the storm begins to weaken, but still snow bands are coming in from the Atlantic. How much snow? If anybody wants to know, yes, I think we're all in agreement. A solid 1 to 2 feet from Portland, Maine, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Boston, all the way out to Worcester, Springfield, Hartford, Providence, Cape Cod, once you get north and west of Springfield to Footamore, 6 inches plus in the Berkshires. That's probably conservative. I would not be surprised if they wind up with over a foot of snow. Forecast for Boston goes like this. Overnight clear, very cold, 3 to 13. The cold air continuing to drain down from northern New England. Here's your 5-day forecast. Starting with tomorrow, cloudy and cold, snow will break out by noon. It'll get steadier and heavier for the afternoon commute. Temps and low in mid-20s. It'll be warmer in southeastern New England, so it's going to be a heavier, wetter snow there, at least for a while. Heavy snow tomorrow night, creating near blizzard conditions. That's going to be our lot all day Tuesday. Again, there could be some lulls in some towns Tuesday afternoon, depending where those strong bands set up. We get a couple of gravity waves sometimes. That sort of knocks out the heaviest precipitation. So lots of things to follow during the time period of the storm, and we call that nowcasting. Of course, we'll be around. We'll keep you posted. I think the worst of the storm is over very late tomorrow night or very early Wednesday morning. We have some sun Wednesday afternoon. It's windy and cold, 28. There could be some more snow here Thursday and Friday. Of course, we'll be following that potential. So it's just really, it's a common sense thing here, folks. We'll get through this storm. Of course, we'll be around. We'll keep you posted. I'm meteorologist Mark Rosenthal.